Maintenance crew, please report to Mr.
Hello.
Clark's penthouse.
Reformed supervillains, yes. We Thunderbolts have worked hard to change people's minds about us, but apparently, we've got a ways to go. I will. And thanks for all your support and encouragement. I realize it's a delicate time, but I had some things I needed to follow up with here. I won't. It's too chilly here for them anyway, if you know what I mean. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. President.
Shield authorities vowed to
Commander
find
Hill,
former
or
director
should I
Nicholas
say,
Fury and
Director
hold
Hill?
him accountable for
A pleasure
prior
to meet you
actions,
finally.
which may have triggered the recent
Thank you,
Latvian
sir.
terror attack.
Feeling a bit out of your skin lately?
Yes, you could say that, sir.
I'm here to help you help the world. Whatever you need, whatever's on your mind.
All right. Why me, sir? Why was I chosen to run S.H.I.E.L.D.? As far as I can see, there were a dozen people in line to succeed Fury.
Those people were Fury loyalists, and I've had enough of that in my lifetime. Let's talk about you.
Cleanup continues following the
Disappointment is a
recent
serious
terror
one.
attack on Manhattan.
Your service.
Current casualty estimates are in dispute, but
Hello.
experts agree that the toll would have been much higher if not for the intervention of a small team of superheroes.
We're trying to get a read on that. Public opinion is really turning against us. I wouldn't be surprised if the government takes an anti-hero stance of some kind. Nip it in the bud, if we're lucky enough to catch it in time. We can't be fighting our own government, while we're trying to keep the streets safe. I think the more critical question is, what's going to happen to the rest of us? We've got a real mess on our hands now. Not entirely out of character for him, but an unsanctioned strike on a foreign government? It's beyond what even he's done before. Now, if you don't mind, I have some things to check up on.
Quinjet repair crew members, please report to the landing pad.
If I owned stock in superheroes right now, I'd sell.
Hey there. I'm fine, thanks. I can take quite a bit of punishment, but, I was glad to have some help show up when it did. Oh, the puns, by far. There's some things you can't unhear. Sure did. I'm glad I wasn't part of that Latvian strike a year ago. What a mess that started. Does he ever? At some point, we need to take responsibility for our own actions. Okay, I have to get going now. See you later.
The President will address the nation at 8 p.m. tonight, reportedly to push for superhuman-related tort reform.
How are you? Yeah, sue me for having a lapse of patriotism. Fury convinced me that op was important for our security. I still think it's probably true. If necessary, yes. But I'm hoping we have enough political pull to keep anything serious from making it through the system. Apparently, some of them are. I've got some friends in high places trying to find out more, but for now, it's all closed-door stuff. Are you implying that politicians' votes can be bought? I'm shocked. I think I hear Jarvis calling. Excuse me.
With public opinion of
Our worst fears seem to be coming to pass. Congress is debating a new bill, the Superhuman Registration Act. It would require all heroes to register with the government, whether they want to or not.
Which would mean the politicians get to tell us who the bad guys are. We need to make sure this thing doesn't happen.
To that end, we're heading down to Washington. I've been offered a chance to testify before a congressional subcommittee.
And I'm going to rally the people down there. We need to get a grassroots resistance movement going before the SRA can gain any momentum.
We want you to come along in case there's any trouble. We've got a Quinjet waiting to fly us down there. Let's go. We're coming up on DC, team, but the situation has radically changed during our flight, and not for the better. The city just came under attack by an unknown terrorist force. We're going to coordinate defense efforts with S.H.I.E.L.D. Buckle up and be ready for anything.
This is S.H.I.E.L.D. Lieutenant Farrell. We've got some of the senators prepped for evac, but the zone's too hot to lift off. Eliminate the enemy forces in the area. We can get those people out. Finally, some backup. Eliminate those terrorists. We need to get the senators to safety. Back here.
Okay, now that was cool.
This zone's secure. We'll get the choppers out. You should proceed down the hill. Head them off before they can hit us again.
Approaching landing zone ETA. Incoming Sam, go o'clock. We're hit. Still got some left trying to put her down. Hang on. Farrell here. We made it. We're under attack. We're sick.
I've just scrapped the longest he's been alive. I hear ya.
Detecting hostile!
I shouldn't have jumped a gun like that. That rocket came from the southeast. We need to take out whoever fired it before we can bring anyone else in. Those must be the guys who shot down our chopper. Take them out, now!
True power.
I can do this myself.
You stupid, vaguely foreign freaks! You ruined my vacation! And you, dumb as nails shield clones! I saw what you did to those cherry blossoms back there. You think those things grow on trees? And you think it makes me less of a man if I came here for the Cherry Blossom Festival, huh? You're laughing with your eyes! I can see it! Fine! Time for a little boss battle, suckers! Working from home? My Chico is fresh. They didn't stand enough! I'm on it. Someone's got nappy buys! That's horizontal! Ouch! I knew I should have sprung for the health meter enlargement I saw in that email. You're probably trying to clear out these terrorists, huh? Can I join the party? Good point. Wait! We can join our powers! It'll be some sort of, what's the word? Unification or combination, something like that. You get the idea.
All clear, Commander.
I'll take things from here. Titanium Man seems to be behind all this. He just made off with some senators and took them underground. We'll cover the Capitol. You get down to the subway and pursue that tin-plated Russian and his pals. Sorry, I didn't have time to say pretty please with sugar on top. Now will you get going?
Come on! That-a-way! The subway! When we see Titanium Man, let's try to get him to say moose and squirrel. If I were a supersized Russian bad guy, I'd head for some American chow. This way, to the food court.
You think you're gonna get away with this on my watch?
How's that?
All right, the cavalry! Yeah.
One side.
Thanks. That big guy dragged Senator Lieber and the others toward Union Station. Keep going this way.
Looks like they want to die!
You got off easy.
It is I.
Say what you want about Titanium Man. At least the trains are still running on time.
Da, Americans. Your precious representative is safe. For now. Do you have the courage to save him? Let us see.
Now he's gone too far. Nobody attacks America's food courts!
We will take you out!
fools! Ooh, can we stop for a cool, refreshing beverage? Catching product placement checks works up a mean thirst.
That's cold.
What took you so long? Out of my way!
When in DC, be sure to visit our scenic national park, Game Garage.
That rattle your teeth? Never had a chance. Coming through! Ready to go! Hey, you!
Trying to escape with our elected representatives. Get your own, buddy.
We'll save the world from you, heroes. Bring your great and corrupt leaders back. I have no use for them now. Where is that famous Western money? Follow me, heroes, if you dare!
Senator Lieber from New York State, good to meet you. You've done us a great service. You heroes are okay in my book. Maybe we should put this registration business on hold. What can I say? I've always been a friend to superheroes. Well, best of luck trying to catch that maniac. Like our state motto says, Excelsior.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
You don't look like the voting type.
Yeah, whatever. Hey guys, I'll take these pencil pushers back to the Capitol. Give me a call if you want to hang out again.
Americans, your deaths await you. Here you are once again, a nation divided. Only this time, you will fall. With a little help, if necessary. Your democratic ideals will be your undoing, once your own people turn against you. Did you really think it would be that easy? До свидания.
Just be glad you ain't in pieces.
Keep attacking till disrupt is focused. Cloaking field is down. Get him.
Where's that famous Western These mini-sentry guns will give you something new to think about.
Not like any you have
Your time has passed. Passed by your cowardly leaders, and you will become criminals. Sword them, my brothers.
by something. Free. Me up over here. Do not press me. Word. Let's do this myself. Oh, we win.
You got nothing. They cannot harm what
Magneto is ready.
When this is done, no one will ever trust you heroes again. Coming through! You got off easy.
They don't know what they eat.
Hey, little help here. One side. You think you've won, but you haven't. You'll soon see. You have already lost everything.
And so, to answer your question, Mr. Senator, in spite of these recent events, I don't believe forcing superheroes to register with the government is the answer. This law would split the hero community right down the middle, with consequences I'm not sure any of us want to ponder.
Was that really your best shot?
Sneaking around doesn't become you, Steve.
Maybe I'll need the practice. Maybe we all will.
Don't be so melodramatic. This whole thing would affect you least of all. You're already deputized.
You almost sound like you agree with them. This Registration Act would tear down everything we've done, destroy a century-old tradition of...
I'm trying to save it, Steve. As much of it as I can, anyway. Don't you see where this is headed? All it's going to take is one more slip-up by anyone in a cape, and we'll be lucky if registration is the worst they do. They could just turn us all into criminals, hunt us all down.
No, they won't, Tony. Not in my country.
Now return to our special live episode of The New Warriors, coming to you straight from Stamford, Connecticut, where the Warriors have just been spotted by their supervillain quarry. Looks like it's on.
I've got Coldheart, you guys. Hey, somebody snag Nitro. He's rabbiting.
Don't worry, Speedball. I'm on it. On your feet, Nitro. And don't bother trying any of your stupid exploding tricks.
Oh, baby, don't you even know? You're playing with the big boys now.
Reports now coming in from Stamford, Connecticut indicate a massive explosion in a residential neighborhood.
Just over 12 hours ago now, and preliminary casualties are said to be over 600. In Washington, rumblings on whether superhero reform should be brought to the table.
Following last week's devastating explosion, Congress has rushed through passage of the Superhuman Registration Act, with the president expected to sign it.
This is just completely insane, Hill. I won't do it.
I'm sorry, was it not clear I was giving you an order?
You're asking me to arrest people who risk their lives for this country every day.
No, I'm ordering you to obey the will of the American people, Captain. Either you help us bring them in, or we'll bring you in.
Weapons down, gentlemen. Or I...
Trank dart, now! Take him down! Take him down!
Keep us moving, son, if you want to stay conscious.
You idiot. We were trying to save lives.
Of all the people to go underground, Captain America. Now every superhero who disagrees with the act suddenly has a leader. Maybe we should hold off until...
That won't be necessary, Mr. President. Registration can go forward as planned. We'll take care of Captain America.
And with the passage of the Superhuman Registration Act earlier this week, superheroes around the country are being forced to choose a side. Do they register with the government to uphold the law, or become part of an underground resistance movement? So far...
Can you believe this is really going down? The act kicks in at midnight, but word is S.H.I.E.L.D's gonna be here sooner than that, taking signatures. Or prisoners. I want to talk to Cage about it, but he's too busy arguing with Mr. Fantastic over there. Maybe you can break into their little powwow and get some sense out of them.
Though the incident was eclipsed by Stanford, many advocates point toward the Washington, D.C. attack.
Understand your skepticism, Luke, but you have to believe me.
I've crunched the numbers, and we absolutely can't rebel against the government on this. If we do, the consequences...
Can't be any worse than burning the Constitution.
You're exaggerating. This is a temporary measure. Once things settle down...
I ain't buying it, Reed. And I can't believe somebody as brainy as you would.
Oh, hello. Good timing. Perhaps you can talk some sense into Mr. Cage here. He and Iron Fist seem determined to get arrested.
He's the one who needs a reality check. But good luck getting anywhere with that.
You have reached the voice mailbox of
Reed Richards.
Please leave your message at the tone.
Hey Reed, this is Ben.
On the eve of the Registration Act going into effect,
I can't do this. Lord knows I've followed you into some pretty crazy places over the years, but somehow this is one place I can't go. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Registration's wrong, and I won't support a law I don't believe in, but I'm still a patriot. I ain't gonna fight my own government, so the way I see it, that leaves me only one choice. I'm out. Going underground till this thing blows over. Don't bother trying to find me.
This Thursday's seminar on workplace safety has been postponed due to...
The acting commander will be here any minute. Look sharp. I didn't sign up for trying to arrest Capes. The acting commander will be here any minute. Look sharp. I didn't sign up for trying to arrest Capes.
With the Superhuman Registration Act looking likely to pass within the week, we recently sat down with one of its most surprising critics, Captain America.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
Our pleasure. Captain, in the wake of the Stamford tragedy, the public overwhelmingly favors mandatory registration for all superhumans. Can millions of Americans be wrong?
Unfortunately, they can, Brian. Our country's history is littered with wrongs that most Americans approved of at the time. Slavery, the incarceration of Japanese Americans during World War II, the McCarthy hearings.
But how do you deal with it, knowing that nearly everyone is against you on this?
I think of what Mark Twain wrote on the subject. If you alone of all the nation shall decide one way, and that way be the right way according to your convictions,
Dr. Pym,
you have done your duty by yourself and by your country.
An inspiring quote.
Absolutely. When the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth.
Hey, good times, huh? I can. The government's always wanted to take us down a peg. Now they see their chance. But Cap showed us what we need to do. If we had time, I'd tell you some stories about S.H.I.E.L.D. Just trust me. World peace isn't at the top of their priority list. Between you and me, I hope so. I have no intention of registering. And we're gonna need a leader. Open your eyes. Powerful people are using a tragedy to take over. Cap sees that. If you had any sense, you'd see it too. Look, personal freedom is what Cap's fighting for. This is your choice to make. I know which way I'm going. Hopefully you do too.
Are you sure you can get us to Cap without leading them right to him?
Got it covered. You just stick with me.
But what about the rest? How can we convince...
They're gonna have to make their own choice. Stark, Richards, and Songbird are obviously a lost cause. But maybe. Well, speak of the devil. So you folks made up your minds yet? From what I hear, they ain't gonna give you much more time to sit on the fence. Cap in charge, as long as it takes.
Security upgrades are complete. As of midnight tonight, any...
Simple, yeah. Easy, no. But I know Cap. He'll get us through. I ain't no government puppet, and I assume you feel the same way. There are worse things you could do than risk jail time to do the right thing. Glad to hear it. We're gonna need some real heroes to get through this thing. Anyway, think it over. But like I said, you better hurry up.
Hey, you come to a decision yet? For now, yeah, it is. Stamford would never have happened if superheroes had proper oversight. We already trust them with the cops and the military. Bottom line, we need checks and balances. Otherwise, more kids are gonna get killed. No one's got a better reason to be paranoid than I do. And I'm telling you, this is the way it's gotta go. Don't be so sure. There's no way the cops or S.H.I.E.L.D. would have handled it with a slugfest in the middle of a suburban neighborhood. Look, I can't make the decision for you. Just remember, we're supposed to protect people. Signing up for training and accountability is the best way to do that.
Security, prepare to receive inbound S.H.I.E.L.D. contingent.
The acting commander will be here any minute.
Reed, I'm trying, but I just can't follow these equations.
I'd be surprised if you could, Tony. They're a new form of science I invented, actually. A way to predict future trends by mathematically modeling past events.
Really? How reliable?
Very. I've been using it to predict general trends for years.
And what are they showing you now?
A series of societal earthquakes. Conflicts beyond anything that's ever happened. The death of billions.
My God.
I ran the numbers again and again. I found no force that could be applied anywhere to make a better outcome until...
The Registration Act.
Yes. That's the first part. Other actions will be necessary in the right order at the right times.
Actions that will turn us against our friends. Change everything we know.
I'm well aware of that, Tony. But the alternatives are much, much worse.
Whoever said saving the world would be easy, huh? All right, Reed. Walk me through the numbers. And take it slow.
And so, in a worst-case scenario, we'd find ourselves in the equivalent of a superpowered civil war.
Heroes so busy fighting each other, the criminals get a free pass.
Exactly. That's where you and the Thunderbolts would come in, Melissa. We need you to help S.H.I.E.L.D. keep crime under control while we focus on... Oh, hello again. I'm glad to see you're not going off half-cocked like Luke, Danny, and Eli over there seem to be. We need cooler heads to prevail at a time like this.
Warning. Security upgrade.
I'm not sure that's been determined. Incarceration, most likely. Those who violently resist might accidentally be harmed.
Systems as hostile.
Of course not. But anyone who openly resists law enforcement should know the risk they're taking. There's morality and there's practicality. I may have personal issues with the Act, but I also have hard evidence that if we rebel against it, the entire world's future will be imperiled. So, there's really only one sane choice here.
This Thursday. Thursday's seminar on workplace safety has been postponed due to an injury.
I'm not saying the SRA is evil, but going down a path we know leads to disaster would certainly be irresponsible and foolish. I'm sorry, I can't discuss this indefinitely with you. I hope you make the intelligent choice here.
All superhumans, the Registration Act is in effect. You are now required to meet with Commander Hill and register your identity with S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm glad to see you're willing to meet with me on civil terms. Once you register, I'm sure we'll have a productive relationship. The paperwork is right here. Step up and sign, please. The law is in effect. Your time is up. So, what's it gonna be, heroes? Just sign up here and you'll be bona fide law enforcement agents. You're not looking to start trouble, are you? One more stunt like that and there'll be hell to pay. That's close enough. I won't let you do a stunt like your pal Captain America did. Just sign the damn paper.
Next time. Out of my way!
Fall before my people.
You just made the biggest mistake of your life, hero.
Jeez, Mr. Cage?
Don't worry, kid. He'll bounce back from this. Songbird will be fine, too. You made the right choice. I knew you would. Now let's get the hell out of here before we got more of these lackeys to deal with.
Welcome to the Resistance. It's good to see there's still heroes like us willing to stand up for what's right. It's also encouraging to see a significant number of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents defecting to our side. They call themselves the White Star, apparently in my honor. I can't tell you we're in for an easy time, though. Stark and S.H.I.E.L.D. have advanced technology and almost unlimited resources at their disposal.
Yeah, but none of that matters. What we got is more important.
Yes, we have the moral high ground. We know we're in the right. Our path to victory? Convince the public to repeal that law by remaining steadfast, and by showing everyone what it really means to be a hero.
We got a lot of operations in the works, so you can count on being asked to help out real soon.
Meantime, feel free to explore our command bunker. This abandoned Hydra storage facility is no Stark Tower, I know, but it'll hold up if S.H.I.E.L.D. comes knocking. We won't win this thing holed up in here. Head over to the briefing station when you're ready for your first mission. What can I do for you? I guess folks assume I stand for the American government. I don't. I stand for the American dream. The American way of life. I think we've got a good chance of coming out on top. As long as we stick together, we have to stand up for what's right. No matter what. Glad we see eye to eye on that.
Hail, my friend. Captain America hath said it's a war. If so, then it would serve us well to put such thoughts aside. We gods live for a very long time, mortal. The ways in which we do so are our own business. Captain America hath led us to countless victories. Where he goes, Hercules shall follow. The politics of mortals do not interest me, but seeing innocents attacked and imprisoned by their own rulers does. I have other matters to attend. You will excuse me.
All personnel, remember that cell phone use in the facility is strictly prohibited.
Hello there.
You're right. I've had something of a checkered past. I've made some mistakes, but I want to do the right thing. I'm just grateful the Cap took me in. All right, I don't need you to remind me. I haven't heard anything from him since he went underground. That's a good question. I'll let you figure out the answer. Gotta run. Later.
Cap, this is Cable. Just got your last encrypted voicemail, and I had a few responses. I could go down the laundry list, but it all boils down to this. What's it gonna take for you to accept that we are truly at war here? I mean, I appreciate your offer to send along Victor and company to help set up shop here. But old Hydra tech with just minor updates? Battle robots that you want me to outfit with stunners only? With all due respect, Captain, we can't pull our punches just because we're dealing with old friends. We've both been through wars. We both know what the price could be for losing this one. I know I can help you win it, if you'll just let me.
Bad news. Our base in Jersey City has been discovered by S.H.I.E.L.D. Our people are under attack and need immediate support. Cable was in charge of setting up this operation, but we've lost contact with him. We need to recover weapons crucial to our movement and, more importantly, protect the data Cable had compiled regarding our allies and other prospective base locations. From what we can tell, the base defenses are already compromised. Get there ASAP and hit those invading S.H.I.E.L.D. forces from behind. Then get our people and our intel out of there.
Team, this is Cable. S.H.I.E.L.D. is planting explosives to destroy our combat drones. Take out their agents and disable the bombs. I'm dispatching Spider-Woman to support you. They're approaching your position. Take them out.
Register this, nameless polygonal S.H.I.E.L.D. guys! Yeah. Who do I kill? trainers a fortune for that kind of workout.
Get onto the boat! S.H.I.E.L.D.'s trying to destroy our equipment. We don't have much time. Grab the explosives and get them away from the cargo! Clock's ticking! Remove those bombs! Hurry! Get the explosives off the boat!
Shoulda asked for more hit points.
Impressive. All of our gear is safe.
What to expect?
Cables hold up nearby, in an old Hydra base we repurposed. Leave my past out of this. We've got people to protect.
Bumbling fool! Long as the check clears. You asked for it. Work. Somehow, I expected better from mindless government lackeys.
Remember that for next time. Out of my way! That'll scrape you off my shoe. All unregistered combatants are ordered to stand down.
so long.
Your stunt in Stark Tower was cute, but this is just lunacy. You're facing down all of S.H.I.E.L.D. and taking on your own government. Stubbornness like that can be a fatal flaw. Regardless, I can't let you go any further. I don't want to fight you, but you're giving me no choice. Unit 2, attack positions!
Did you honestly think we'd be unable to call in reinforcements, Natasha? Your biggest weakness is your overconfidence.
I could easily say the same thing to you, Jessica. You can't win this war.
Time will tell.
I've disabled Black Widow's security override. Get inside, now! We're mounting a defense just ahead of your position. Move in and hit shield from behind. Cable, touch it. Now we touch it. We'll be on the lookout. Meanwhile, hold that line. Those shield devastators are ripping the base apart. Take them out!
What took you so long?
Passage to the right. The electrical subsystem's overloaded. I need you to bring the turret defenses online. That control room. Find someone or something that can get through the electrical field. Good. Now cycle the power to restore the turret. You'll have to hit the switches in the right order. Turret's online. That'll put a few dents in those bots.
White Star Forces, this is Spider-Woman. Our position is being overrun by SHIELD reinforcements. Watch your back! Ah!
Jessica! Damn! Get back to the central hub and stop SHIELD! Holes in our defenses. Take out those troops. Open the doors. I can seal them out, but it'll take a moment.
you're gonna come quietly, but you've already answered that one a few times tonight.
Test. Team, this is Cable. I'm in lockdown here, but I can send you burst transmissions via my infonet. You need to reach my position and stop Bishop before he downloads our intel.
Now they face the true power.
As you can see, we've made ourselves at home. Hope you don't mind.
Who do I kill?
Support team to the entrance! Get those unregistered heroes!
Heroes fight fair, which is why I'm carrying weapons. I might be ugly, but you are ugly!
Nothing can stop the
You obviously have excellent taste.
That robot's locked into a power terminal. I need you to knock out 3 of those terminals so I can clear your way here. Good work. I'll point you toward the other 2 terminals. Another one down. Watch it. Movement in the ventilation system. Converging on your position. I'm unstoppable.
Check clears.
Don't let them take down that 3rd power terminal.
Well in this mask, but that looked like it hurt.
That did it. Now, watch it. That box fully charged.
Long as the jet clears.
I can unlock Central Command now, but Bishop's camped here. You'll have to get past him to reach me.
You obviously have taste.
I understand you think you're doing the right thing, but you're not. And I don't have time to explain why. Either back off or suffer the consequences. Why are you so afraid to sign on? That's the stuff. Feel free to keep charging me up. Me up over here.
Try damaging the power terminal while he's recharging. The energy spike might hurt him.
You really think that's gonna be enough to take me down?
Shielding that terminal. Attack the other one.
Weak moves you got there. Try hard. Feel free. You stay right there.
Hit both of the other terminals while he's charging.
traitors need to back off now!
Too much!
Bishop, have you... Oh, damn it. I knew I should have supervised this op personally. Next time, you turncoats won't be so lucky. You're criminals now, and you'll be treated as such until you agree to register. If you were smart, you'd stop this foolishness. But I can see you want to play this the hard way. So be it.
We've already enjoyed some victories in this conflict, but we knew we were going to be in for a tough fight. And it looks like Stark and S.H.I.E.L.D. are working overtime.
They've been rounding up unregistered heroes and criminals like there ain't no tomorrow. In fact, we hear they're running out of room to hold them all.
Intelligence obtained by Cable now indicates that the Pro-Reg forces have almost completed construction of a massive new detention facility in the negative zone. It appears that the only way to access this new prison is via a network of tightly guarded portals. Obviously, it sounds like a very secure facility.
Don't let that rattle you, though. More folks are joining our side every day, and there's no question we can win this thing.
Agreed. However, keeping our people out of that prison will be one of our top priorities going forward. Good to have you here, team. Head to the briefing station when you're ready for your next assignment. What can I do for you? I don't think so. We might be outlaws and rebels, but we're not traitors. By winning over the people, getting them to see that the Registration Act is wrong. Once we do that, we let the system correct itself. I don't think it'll come to that.
Hey there. What can I do for you? I had, for a bit. Until I heard about Cap and his anti-registration movement. Then I realized I had to join the cause. Yes, but my new costume's been helping with that. I should be okay. I can't think of any of my old teammates who'd buddy up to Stark and S.H.I.E.L.D. right now, given what's been going on. Carlton's recent actions were completely out of character. I think he's seen the error of his ways now. Well, I've got some things to check on. Talk to you later.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, seems like they were ready to rumble at the stroke of midnight, though. I was just lucky enough to make my case and still get away. Or stupid. Take your pick. But I ain't one for doing things halfway. Oh yeah. Don't you see it? I mean, which side has all the greedy industrialists, overpaid scientists, and government fat cats? Not ours. Look, I ain't no genius, but I can read the plays. This is just another case of the rich and powerful trying to stay that way. Anyway, good chatting. Gotta run.
It's 2 o'clock and 66 degrees in Midtown. Recapping our top story, the FBI and S.H.I.E.L.D. have announced that the superhero Speedball of the infamous New Warriors was found barely alive last week in western New York. Authorities have also released his true identity, Robert "Robbie" Baldwin, the 19-year-old son of Justin Baldwin, a Connecticut district attorney known for crusading against costume vigilantes. Baldwin was presumed to have died along with his teammates in Stamford. However, experts say he could have been protected from the deadly explosion by his unique kinetic energy-absorbing abilities. The fact that he was thrown nearly 500 miles from ground zero is a testament to the force of that blast. With his powers apparently shorted out, Baldwin is now in government custody, awaiting trial. Inside sources say attorney Jennifer Walters, aka the She-Hulk, may be representing Baldwin and trying to negotiate a plea bargain for him.
Hi. What can I do for you? The percentage of people locked in prison is an indicator of a society's health, or lack thereof. So I'd say this is a sad statement, if nothing else. It may be effective as a means of intimidation, but you can't let your enemy's posturing distract you from your goal. Of course. Luke and I have so much history. We're still very close friends today. That was a long time ago. Neither of us work that way anymore. And even back then, we were pretty discerning when it came to who we took money from. Sorry, I have to run. Bye for now.
Personnel are reminded that all incidents of egress must be cleared through cable.
Unleash your destructive powers. However, please
Please note, some objects may be hazardous.
Magneto is ready.
Assistance.
We just got word that a number of our captured friends are about to be transferred to the negative zone. They'll be sent there using a transdimensional portal, which we've discovered is located deep in the Rikers Island Penitentiary. But they must be transferred to Rikers first via convoy. Our best bet to keep our friends out of that prison is to never let them get there in the first place. So, we'll be hitting that convoy hard as it passes through Hell's Kitchen.
Unfortunately, there's a complication. We have it on good authority that Stark and S.H.I.E.L.D. are bolstering their ranks with superpowered criminals. They're using some kind of nanite-technology to control the behavior of these sociopaths.
Don't those reckless fools have any regard for the risks they're taking? The point is, we might run into these attack dogs during our rescue op. So watch your backs.
The convoy route is heavily defended. You'll need to clear out the anti-air emplacements, so our chopper can get a clear shot at the trucks. Then you can bust out our friends and get them to safety. Liberty Squad, convoy is now approximately 4 clicks from your position. Looks like S.H.I.E.L.D. doubled their guard on the anti-aircraft guns. We can't strike the convoy by air until you clear out those gun emplacements. Hit them fast, hit them hard.